Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, 5 ways to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Let's get into it. The first thing you see when you get onto someone's LinkedIn profile is their images. So that's their profile photo and their cover photo, first of all. So in my case, I've gone for a profile photo of me in a professional environment with a background that's clear and it's just a headshot. Now in the background, we've got a cover photo of one of my events where I was giving a talk to young people and the turnout at said event. So you can see straight away that I'm somebody who generally likes to do public speaking and gives a bit of a feel for what kind of work it is that I do. Now the theme continues throughout the profile. Every single one of my experiences, I've put the company down as it's listed on LinkedIn. So when I type in the company name, it comes up with the logo of the company. It just adds a bit more of a professional feel, and you can tell straight away that this is a professional company that I've worked for before. These are all experiences I've had with companies that have got LinkedIn profiles too. So it keeps the imagery there consistent, and it stops your LinkedIn from looking messy at any point, but also means you've got that ongoing consistency with the images. Now, before anybody even gets to your profile, they're going to have to see your headline and your experience just from outside your profile. They're going to see exactly what it is you say you do. So your headline is what appears just under your name here. So the reason why this is so important is because it gets across what it is that you do before somebody even clicks into your profile. Now, in this particular case, I've gone with just a few of the different key roles I've had because I've had people reach out to me about each of these individual things. If you have less roles or more specific roles, it makes more sense for you to just focus on the roles that are key to you. Now, if you've had any key achievements in there, do put them in there as well. I see people who put their qualifications in there, or if they've been listed in Forbes or featured on BBC or something like that, they've put all of that information in there. So put that in there as well, but get across what it is you do and your key achievements in that short space you've got in the headline here. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to come on to one of the number one faux pas with LinkedIn, and something that I myself am not even doing with my profile properly right now. But before that, let's talk about media links. Now, these are links that you can have on your profile, which can appear in different places. So you can have some that come directly underneath your experience right at the start. So when you give a bit of a career summary of your experience, you can put some media links in here. If you click on one of the links, it takes you straight through to the place where you can view the link. So in this particular case, I've got a YouTube video that I've put right at the top because this is one of my most popular videos. I wanted people to see the talking that I was doing in this particular one. Again, you can actually assign them to experiences as well. So in this particular role here, I've been able to list that same video. Alternatively, I've got different images of events that I've performed or presented at that people are able to see as well. So again, linking media onto everything is very important because it gives that social proof, that ability for people to see the stuff that you've done. So guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, please hit the subscribe button below. You'll catch many more videos on LinkedIn, as well as other methods of selling into businesses across my channel. One of the biggest mistakes I've made with my profile in the past, and I'm actually making even still now here, is not listing the experience in detail underneath where I've actually given the title of what it was I was doing. So in this particular case with Synfluence, I've listed that I was CEO, but I haven't actually gone into any depth at all into what exactly it is I do by listing any bullet points. With LinkedIn, you've got to treat it as if it's a CV. And with a CV, what you would do is you would give some details, at least an overview of what it is you do. In this role at Unileap, I gave some information, but actually it's even better when I go back and look at, say, this example, where I've actually gone into a lot of depth, given bullet points and more information about what exactly it is I did in the role. Now, this adds a sense of professionalism and also allows people to look a bit deeper in case there's any symmetries with things that they're looking for that you've actually delivered in your role in the past. So being able to do this is just a lot better than leaving things blank or not giving that information. Now, the number one thing that people need to see in order to feel inspired to work with you is social proof. See that other people have worked with you. So how can you demonstrate that with LinkedIn? Now, at the bottom of your profile, you actually get access to skills and endorsements where people can say that you are skilled in a particular area. So it's almost like getting a Facebook like, but for a particular skill. So let's say, for example, I have teamwork here. 53 people think that I'm good with teamwork. So they've actually given me an endorsement and just said Tor is good with teamwork. Now, additionally, on top of that, recommendations are another thing that you could be doing. So again, people can actually talk about the experience that you've gained if they've worked with you and actually say, well, Tor is a great person to work with, or you're a great person to work with in a particular industry or particular niche, whatever it is you're trying to do. Now, the best way to go about these with endorsements and recommendations is to ask people, quite frankly. Ask people who you've worked with, ask your boss if you work with them, ask someone who you've worked on a project with, even ask your peers or people in your circle to give you a recommendation and explain exactly why you're doing it and ask them if they'd be kind enough to share.